Whoa, whoa, hold up before you start doing all this awesome shit. At least let me talk first. But thank you for the subs, Puff and that guy. 53 and 73 months concurrently. Big thanks. How is everybody? Sorry for the, yesterday's stream was full, but it kind of abruptly ended when my computer decided to freeze up yesterday. So we left off right as I was about to get the stuff I needed to kill the plants to move on in the lab with, Claire. But we're gonna be finishing up Claire tonight and moving on to Leon. So just to get bring everyone up to speed. What's up, Monty? How you doing, man? What's up, pimps? Now that's a phrase that we need to bring back. Also, Zakalo with 25 bits. Has he lost his mind? Can he see yours? Oh, rip Aussie, huh? Oh, wait, that is an Aussie song you're quoting, isn't it? Rip Aussie, man. He died doing what he loved, drugs. And I don't think he would have had it any other way. How goes the day, Dartigan? You know what? It's been a little hot. But other than that, alright. I got no real complaints. He died from Parkinson's, yes, and drugs. Specific question, but do you ever have moments where doing sim videos, have moments? What do you mean by... I asked because someone similar does sim videos, but I notice over time he loses the fire to continue. Are you asking, do I, like, ever get burnt out? Or something? I mean, I've been doing it for 10 years, and I've never really felt burnt out. I have slowed down somewhat. I was pumping them out 2 per month, for like a long time. And now I kind of do maybe 1 a month, sometimes 2 a month, but one of them will be up on Patreon if I do. I would like to get back to doing at least 2 per month if I can. But no, I still enjoy doing it. I would like to maybe try doing a few other things on top of doing sim videos, and I sometimes wonder how that would go over with people if I uploaded something that wasn't a sim video onto my channel. So there is that, but burnt out on it, no. Just wish he ate a bat one more time. I mean, that's probably not a healthy choice for a man with Parkinson's. Would it be about gaming? Yes, it would still be about gaming, I would assume. Unless, if it wasn't about gaming, I'd need to start up another channel for a separate type of content. Like, I've considered doing, like, shorts, but I'm not sure how well that'd go over since my audience is built off long-form content. And a few other things. Like, I've also considered, like, podcasts. Every once in a while, I start trying to think of, like, what else could I do? Can't believe you're burnt out on you're burnt out on Shenmue. I mean, how? I mean, I didn't get burnt out on it. I finished it. Difference. Immortals are dying. I hope you will be with us for a long time. I mean, I got good odds. I mean, my grandpa had, like, black lung from working in a coal mine, and he was a chain smoker of cigarettes, and he still lived to like 75. So if he can survive with all that going on, I mean, I might have a good chance of making it like to 90 or more. Podcast lucky, there's an idea. But you need a detox before you play Shenmue 2. Well, it's not that I never planned to play Shenmue 1 and 2 back to back, so it's not as if I changed my own my plans there. Charlie Watts died first? Are you looking forward to Shenmue 2? Well, I've heard Shenmue 2 at least fixes the time wastingness of it. You don't have to sit around and wait for a clock before you can activate stuff. It does still feature a lot of annoying gameplay where you just like look around and ask people questions and then get into a few fights. But you don't, at least you don't have to just, I'm gonna like wait here for half the day. When did who die? Ozzy Osbourne? Today. Something I was thinking about getting for Lucky, but I won't save it. It's something with a Silent Hill, huh? Well, that narrows it down. Am I looking forward to Shenmue 2? Not specifically. Ozzy Osbourne died? I mean, we all knew that was coming. Charlie Watts? Okay, I'm not too familiar with Charlie Watts. Was he a member of Black Sabbath? Hey, Birkin. What's up, Vic? How you doing? Being a YouTuber is as or maybe even more destructive than working in a mine. I don't agree with that. I don't really run the risk of getting crushed to death or like, gassed to death or, developing like crippling like back and like lung injuries amongst other things. So I had to disagree. Mainly the big risk of being a YouTuber or like depression and like insanity. That's the risk you take on for this job. Social anxiety, depression. Yeah, stuff you can treat medically. Hello, what's up, Loki Doc? How you doing, man? Rolling, keep on rolling, baby. Monotone voice, monotone voice. And that's why I do that like growly voice every once in a while to like slip out of it. Just to go back to your Destiny 2 comment yesterday, I do get the should we have connected in the sense of the all ghost mech plot, but I could have been better demonstrated with humans, I feel. Maybe that's what he changed about it. Maybe he decided that, that wasn't good enough. And he said, you know what's really scary? Botnets and like AI. So I'm gonna go hit up that storyline again I did from Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4. Always gotta learn how to slip in and slip out, Dart. Are you suggesting something? Watched Sinners last night, so I wasn't on chat. Well, hey, how'd you like it? He did AI better in Metal Gear Solid 2. That's because when he did Metal Gear Solid 2, what we thought of as AI hadn't quite solidified yet. So it was weird and uncomfortable, but entertaining. Now most of us have actually interacted with AIs that are kind of on the same level as the one that Raiden was talking to in Metal Gear Solid 2. AI is probably scarier now than ever. Yeah, that's true. Face an intelligence explosion probably within a decade. Actually liked it. Hubby did too. The dance sequence was interrupted to me. Was interesting. Oh yeah, the one where they're like basically the magic music is playing. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone else, but yeah, that's a pretty damn good scene. Thought you were trying to break the disgruntled dad voice. I am, but I know why I sometimes do it, and it's like, let people know, hey, I'm not a monotone monotone weirdo. You do play Gay 6? I mean, I guess you mean GTA 6. Do you have to play all the gay games? Or maybe you don't mean GTA 6. I don't know. I've never played Gay 1 through 5. Didn't know that was available. Missing out. What's good, bud? Been watching your vids since I was 13. I'm 23 now. Big fan. Hey, man, I respect you for sticking with me for 10 years. You were like there from the very beginning then. Hell, you might actually predate my Sin video content. Were you like a Titanfall viewer? But no, thank you for checking out my live streams. I've been streaming for almost the same amount of time as well. But only like streaming on YouTube for the past year or so. But hey, welcome. You're in for a weird-ass time. Don't let these freaks scare you away. They're all a good bunch. And, I'm actually a very pleasant dude. Talking about P5? Oh, well, see, I would never have guessed that when you called it gay. I mean, I don't think so. They're all not interconnected plot lines. Seen weirder stuff? Oh, yeah, there's definitely weirder stuff out there. Mine's weird in a unique way, though. It's, like, pleasantly, weird. It's like, huh, you know what? I'm cool with this, even though it's like making me like, cock an eyebrow. Gonna feel with the politics the way it's been, it'd be interesting to examine why humans are disconnecting in the modern world. Political isolationism, American first Brexit. I mean, that's technically what he did in the first game, like everyone disconnected because literally like a ghost plague was killing everyone. Which is why some people like attributed him predicting COVID to it, because people did disconnect from the world when COVID happened. Going to do Nosferatu next year. I actually like Nosferatu more than Sinners. You describe this chat as a mosh pit of horniness. I mean, I don't think this chat is that horny, honestly. No more so than other chats. What's up, Ashley? How you doing? Welcome back, everyone. Is Sinners like a modern version of Dusk Until Dawn? Well, that's interesting. I mean, it's modern as in it came out several years or decades after Dusk Till Dawn, but it's set in a much earlier time than Dusk Till Dawn. But it's also grappling with like, some social political trends of the era at that time as well. But I don't believe Dusk Till Dawn was even attempting to engage with. Do not forget to hit the thumbs up. It'll allow this video to show up on more people. Yeah, annoy more people. That's what we need to start doing. Smash that like button to possibly annoy more people that this video will find its way into the algorithm of. That's right, yeah, you can ruin someone's day by liking a video enough that it will show up in complete strangers' algorithm searches. So that's how you do it. Like the video or the stream, boom. Some people will be like, why the fuck is YouTube recommending this 4-hour live stream video to me? Sorry for the grim question, but there's a celebrity who had great enough influence on you, or you just liked them enough that you would be genuinely heartbroken after their death. Fear the day when we will lose such people like Bruce Campbell, Harrison Ford, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of disconnected from Hollywood actors in that regard. Like there's people's work I like and respect, but not having known them personally, it'd be hard for me to ever just like I guess like, you know, mourn them somewhat in that sense versus people I do know. That being said, I'd still be like, you know, sad for the loss because sometimes, you know, that's immense talent and you only get it once in life or like, you know, in a world. But I don't know. No one really springs to mind. Because usually by the point, unless they die suddenly and tragically, I've already like, you know, accepted that they're probably in the end of their days. Someone who might not know what everything wrong with videos are, they think you are rage bait or something. I mean, people still to this day think I'm just out there just rage baiting. And not actually just trying to show them like new stuff about the game they like that they didn't notice themselves. It is what it is, though. It is what a good phrase that is. It is what it is. Did you hear about Bruce Willis' condition? Yeah, he ain't long for this world either. He's probably on his last year, honestly. Honestly, that's mercifully, I hope he is. And that condition he's in does not sound good. Fun and sad at the same time when people can't tell about sarcasm. Well, that's the thing is, I mix sarcasm with honest opinion. And even like, yo, here's actually something that you can't really argue with. So, it's a potent mix. Because if you're not entertained by it, it's a very strong, like, and you think I'm trying to like, yo, knock down something you like. It can be a little infuriating. Because it can sometimes be hard to tell if I'm joking, if I'm being serious, or if I'm just being informative. Because I do all three. Robin Williams died on my B-Day. Robin Williams is probably the one I would actually go to that legitimately was sad making. Would you be disappointed when Seagal dies? He's already been dead to me for a very long time. He's like a walking corpse. It's like seeing a roach. You just need to squash it. No, I will make fun of his obituary. Fat, fake martial artist dies suddenly. World rejoices. When Whitney Houston passed, my mom made an altar with her magazines for like half a year. It was like her sister died. My mom didn't have the best family, so Whitney's music held. I was about to say, she probably had latched onto her to like help her through some rough times. But no one really like, no, can't think of anyone. No one that's like, oh man, I gotta make an altar for them. Remember I was watching the Injustice 2 video last night and one sin was about climate change or something like that, and I was like, bruh, this is unhinged and I love that. I definitely wouldn't. This is unhinged and I love it. Definitely wouldn't fly today. What was the, I mean, what was the sin that I made? I didn't realize I was being so un-PC. There have been times when I've been very un-PC, admittedly. James Earl Jones passed away. Yeah, but now he lives on through an AI voice for Vader endlessly. Morgan Freeman, Jack Nicholson, Michael Caine. You know what? I actually do have someone I will say that when they pass away, it's going to be a legitimate loss to the world. And that's going to be David Attenborough. If he's going to die, that is. Because he's like nearly 100 or so. That's going to be like losing a Mr. Rogers or Bob Ross. Or a Bill, or that kind of stuff. I think it was Brainiac saying something like, the earth is poisoned, its oceans are corrupted beyond repair, and you went, is this really the game to make a comment about climate change? I mean, I think in that regard, I was talking about this game is so stupid. Is you really want to you be trying to do this message in this game of all things? So if it was Brainiac, that would have been either Suicide Squad or the DC fighting game, right? Since that's the only time, 2 times I've sinned a game he's in. What about Ray Liotta? I mean, yeah, it's sad when he died, I guess. I didn't really have strong thoughts on Ray Liotta. Ever seen Blackfish? Nope. Remember you started streaming Max Payne in honor of his voice actor passing away? Sounds like that one. If it didn't affect me, but I did like his voice. And it's like I was hoping to hear him again in Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes. Any major gaming creators or figures you would be sad they died? Like, definitely like Shigeru Miyamoto, who's in his 70s now, I think, right? So probably, I mean, then again, he's Japanese, so he'll probably make it till he's 80s or 90s. Kojima is one as well. I think that'll be a sad loss when that day finally comes. When was the last time someone died when we were like that asshole? The one I think of is Kissinger. I guess Kissinger, but there haven't been too many dead assholes recently, actually. They've been remarkably resilient, I've noticed. Like we've been reduced to like being jubilant when like rich people die in submarines or in bee stings, or when they get caught on Coldplay cameras cheating on their spouse. They don't actually die anymore. Screaming again, damn, I just got off work, so perfect timing. Well, hey, I timed it for you, my bro. Chadwick Boseman dying was struck like he had just gotten nominated for an Oscar. So much potential in him hiding his cancer. Yeah, dude was acting well on that shit. I will tell you, since Lucky is not here, well, she might be listening, you know. Jerry Falwell just kicked it recently. Well, there we go. There's one who we could be, glad is in hell. How's it down there, Jerry? What about David Hayter? How old is he? I think he's in his 50s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in his 50s. You know, the last person who died that we all were like happy about dying I can think of is actually ironically Epstein. But then we were sad that he died actually because we wanted him, we wanted more. We wanted more off that bone. We wanted like more rich people to suffer. And then you're like, nope, he died. It's ironic. The last big villain who got it, we didn't want to die because we wanted more out of it. Anyways, chat. We're going to be finishing up Claire's section tonight and then moving on to Leon. So that's the plan. It shouldn't take too long to get through Claire. I do need to like finish up this puzzle I was in the midst of solving last night when my computer froze up. So we're going to go back and do that real quick, and then I think we're almost done with Claire's section. There's not much to do after that. Wesker's VA death, I know would sadden Dart. Well, yes. But then again, I've still never met him personally, so I wouldn't be like wearing black for a month. Which rich person died? Ross Perot? Well, several. I was talking about earlier how like that one guy died in a submarine. Another one recently died to a bee sting. And then we have like one CEO getting caught cheating on his wife at a Coldplay concert. And that's what we're left with to root for now. Then I said the last big baddie that died was Epstein. And we didn't want him to die because we wanted more information. You'll be right back. You'll be right back. What was the most satisfying villain death in fiction? In fiction. I don't have an answer for you on that one. Nothing comes to mind, honestly. Because sometimes villains don't really get satisfying ends. Kafka kicking the old emperor off a cliff was funny. See, I was thinking of novels for some reason. Either finish Claire or the boss will keep killing you till you give up in tears. I mean, unlike the other boss where shooting it doesn't really do anything but freeze it up, this one, the next boss you can kill by shooting it a lot. That's the whole point. Hey people, what's up? Why are you reading my name? How you doing, man? Should we begin, chat? Should I stop the delay? Let us aim toward, good things, such as me taking care of business. Alright, I need to go back downstairs and shoot the damn liquors once more because got stuff I gotta get down there. Was Wesker's death satisfying at all? It was a little overblown, but then again, Wesker could never have any death but an overblown one. So actually, yes, I'd say it was. Wasn't just one rocket, it was 2 rockets and a volcano. Didn't I find a plant somewhere to heal myself with? This makes like, what, the 4th or 5th time I have to do this section? There we go. Dick Van Dyke. Was that his real name? That is too good of a name to have not been something he came up with. No, brother, I'm over here. Brother, bro. Still alive? God damn it. Dick Van Dyke is still alive? Wait, he is? Isn't he like over 100 then?
What the hell is up with you? Fuck.
Nearly died there. Can't use that language anymore. It's Dick Van Lesbian. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
He's alive. I feel like someone named Dick Van Dyke should actually be dead, though. That just feels like such an old name that, like, how are you actually still living? Alright. Don't really want to save still. And there's apparently something I left in this area. Alright, so go enter the code, come back down here, go up ladder, go across thing. And we'll be all good. I had to explain to a Argentinian Brazilian friend what the word dike means. And it's not like the thing holding back water, huh? How do you feel about John Romero? You know what? I don't really have any strong thoughts on him. I do still kind of laugh at, you know, his ego that he developed from, you know, working on Doom back in the day, that he thought he could make, you know, Daikatana and advertise it in that way. But apparently that wasn't his decision and he thought it was cringe too, so I'm fine with him. He seems like he's an okay dude. He's alright in my book. Alright. Let's see. Handgun ammo. Wouldn't mind seeing a remake of Daikatana done properly. You know, that's actually something I've said as well, that the Night Dive Studios, the guys who take old games and buy the rights and, you know, fix them up for modern audiences, that would be the perfect game for them to actually tackle. Because you can actually make Daikatana kind of work now.
Senior staff clearance required for
Alright, in we go.
computer access.
Oh no.
Stop doing that Ju-on grudge voice. A very guttural voice. Actually, yeah, it's just the Ju-on voice, the grudge thing. Don't want these guys respawning. Ladies and gentlemen, we pause this Resident Evil game to bring you The Grudge. You know what? I saw that there was a trailer for a Hellraiser game today, and it looks pretty good. I was actually surprised, like, really? They actually, like, I remember us talking about that recently. Like, a thing, Hellraiser would be actually be pretty good for, like, a video game adaptation. It's not like a multiplayer game, either. Alright, does anyone remember this code I need for this? I kind of forgot what it was. Like the second input code for the chemicals or whatever. Someone quick IGN it. Fuck Griffin. Are we talking about Berserk all of a sudden? Guys, you're going to have to let it go. Griffin's a good character. Despite his horrible crimes. I took a guess. Am I cheating, Dartigan? No, I actually found the code and I entered it last night, but then my computer froze up. And I just don't feel like checking my notes again for it. Then again, I did take photographs, so maybe I can just get it from that. Let's see. 3123. I think that might be the one I already entered. Someone asked about a villain in fiction you'd love to hate or is the most hateable. To me and Puff brought up Griffith. I guess. I don't know. I feel like there's, you know, Griffith ain't that hateable. He's meant to be actually lovable, despite his, like, evil. Alright. Guess I have to look at this damn thing. Is that not right? There we go. Got it. Glad I took a photo of it last night. Alright. Now we just gotta get over there to the chemical station. Which that guy is right in front of. You gonna move?
What the heck is going on?
That's not the way I wanted you to move. I need the other one to notice me. Gotta live a game set in the 90s with 2020 technology. You know, it's high-tech corporate stuff. They had, it's like, you know, it's like Metal Gear. They had stuff before the actual public. Am I going to waste a bullet? Can I run past you? No. I think he might be glitched.
Oh no.
Not glitched anymore, though.
Not good. Bastard.
Who's a villain who was actually right? A lot of them, actually. That's kind of the whole point of a lot of well-written villains, is they actually make a good point. Yeah, like a villain who's like one-dimensional usually can't make a very good point. It's actually a good sign of it. Hold up. That was a good one. Alright, this is where the game crashed on me last night. So let's get this correct.
Manual mode engaged. Adjust amount of solution to match cartridge capacity.
Alright. No, that's not right. I literally was one button away from solving this last night when, you know, shit went to shit. Let's see. Will you guys be your friend? Yes. I think. I see no reason not to be. Okay, there we go. And I'm wrong. This puzzle looks annoying. It is. These puzzles are always annoying. And the thing is, I had it done last night and then my game crashed. You gotta get the right amounts in each one and then mix the right ones together. I don't think this is correct. This is how the science actually works, by the way. Solution B scenario, blue, red, green, red, blue, red. You know, hold on a second. I've almost got it, I think. Let's see. Let me just like reset it. I reset it. I'm just trying to mix the perfect green Russian. Really no way to reset it. Can you judge what kind of person someone is by their pop cultural opinions? Like what someone says Senator Armstrong has a point where people claiming empire isn't fascist? That's more than just pop culture opinions. That's someone actually making a political statement by comparing it to pop culture things, which is a very different thing. Thank you for your videos. Hey, you're most welcome, dude. I'm gonna be I got a Death Stranding video coming up soon. Hope you like it. Okay. I please like refill this in a different way. This puzzle fucking sucks. Ugh. This can be solved in 6 moves, yeah, but it's the problem of like figuring it out. That's always the thing, isn't it? It was blue dart. I don't. Blue is just gonna do this. Fill it all the way to full again. Trick is leaving a tiny bit in one canister. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. My brain ain't set up for this chat. Math ain't my strong point. Are there good people in the world? Absolutely. I think this is what I need. I need like a tiny amount in the big vial and like, you know, I think this is the correct portion I need in each one. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. This might be it. There we go. Got it. Science, bitches. I don't know how mixing only one chemical in these different volumes actually makes a new solution, by the way. All I did was like pour the same fluid into 3 different canisters and pour it back into it in a slightly different like amount. I just skimmed a little bit off the top. Alright, I gotta go take that and freeze it, I believe. You're smooth-brained. Look, it's comfortable to be smooth-brained. Don't let anyone ever tell you that it's wrong to be smooth-brained. The practicing scientist, I had to do this every day for my classes. Yeah, but you don't make a new solution just by mixing the same liquid in 3 vials and just like... It changes nothing about it. Is what I'm pointing out. It's like all we did was like pour it into 3 different beakers and then just pour a little bit back in. There's way easier ways of measuring amounts than that. Alright, freezing lab. What if you wrote a play script for Lucky? Would you like it? Would she appreciate it? I have no idea. Is it any good? I've never written a play before. It'd probably suck. That's a skill set I've never, you know, developed. Also, she should be freezing, right? there's something else in here I want to grab. Freezing process that makes the difference. Yeah, but we could have just like measured out, you know, the proper amount of chemicals, then froze, then brought it down here instead of doing that weird machinery. Where's this item at? There's like some gunpowder in here. There it is. It's a lot of work to make pesticide.
Cooling sequence in progress.
Here, have some ice cubes that are green or blue. Oh, that's cool. Put it in your pocket.
Cooling complete.
All right. Good morning. What's up, guy? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Man, now that I've killed everything down here, it's remarkably easy. Whole process is tedious. Yeah, the lab section kind of blows a little bit. I kind of wish the plant enemies were a bigger deal than just that one room. Alright, Dartigan, it's a better section than the factory in RE8. Mainly the level design is the worst part of that. It's just confusing and goes on a little bit longer than it needs to.
Dispensing solution now.
So much for the weed infestation.
Nice. Upgrade.
Warning. You have dispersed a dangerous solution without authorization. Your actions have been logged, and you may be subject to disciplinary measures.
When will you start writing fiction? I mean, I've tried that before in my life. Oh shit. Why? Now, why don't they die from that? You know, this will be easier if I come up from behind. They get stunned by it? That one seemed pretty mobile. I don't want to waste ammo killing it though, so I'm going to go the long way around. Has Chris canonically taken steroids for RE7 DLC? Well, he's very, very big in Resident Evil 5, and he's kind of feeling, I'd assume after getting his ass kicked by Wesker, was feeling, you know, inadequate. So I would be willing to believe he did roids in between Resident Evil Code Veronica and 5. Do Dart love you? Dart likes you and appreciates you. Love is for people you know in your life. I don't want us forming some parasocial bond, you see. Because I respect you. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to kill these things. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Fuck, no, no, no. Come on. Here. Eat this shit. That was close. No. Have another knife. I'll sacrifice the knives over ammo at this point. Oh, come on. That was cheap. That was very cheap. The game was mean to me.
What are you playing it on?
Hardcore.
No, what is it, console or computer?
PC.
Bad game.
He's spanking my PC, chat.
Bad computer. Don't you dare hurt my man. Think about that next time.
I think it's learned its lesson.
Excuse me, Chad. I had to be silent.
As the internet would call you, a dommy mommy.
We've already established the kind of dommy mommy I would be, and it would be something akin to like, you naughty bad boy, you lick my shoe. If you are feeling enthusiastic about that right now, are you sure that you need that? I have some mouthwash you can use after. It's not very hygienic to do this.
Stop.
Sure?
You're giving Chad a new kink. You're giving them new
Dommy mommy, who's more mommy than Dommy?
Yeah, you don't need to create a brand new kink for the internet tonight.
Lucky starts slapping the PC and the software turns off.
Like, it's too late. Someone says too late, they've already got the kink now.
Unlock. Is Dartigan?
Am I being a good tried wife?
I poked my eye with my mascara wand this past week when I was doing my makeup for Love's Labor's Lost in the dressing room, and I gave myself a sty. So he actually is kind of, he's not trad wifing, but he is taking very good care of me at the moment. My day has been good. Oh man, I'm so busy. I'm just so busy. My mom is coming for a visit to see the show and to visit the two of us on Thursday, so just getting prepped for her to be here, as well as I'm going to be assistant directing a kids show, and then I'm auditioning for Shakespeare touring show tomorrow, so a little bit busy, but yeah, all good things.
And
Thanks for asking, Puppy. How you doing?
And we're house hunting too.
Exactly, doing my best. That sums it up. Is Charm SAG? So I am what's called SAG eligible, must join, which means I've been task-part-lead into the union, and whenever, one of two things will happen. I will want to join the union and pay all the money to join the union, which doesn't mean I get health benefits, mind you. That just means I can book gigs that are SAG only. However, I can still do that without paying that money. The must join element of my union membership right now means that if I do book a SAG gig, because I do get called to audition for them occasionally, if I book that before I step on to that set, I have to pay the money and join the union. So that's what SAG eligible must join means. It's sort of like, yes, but you haven't paid your money yet. Pay your money.
But you are in equity.
I did join the theater actors union this past year, Actors Equity, and that's allowed me to audition for Broadway touring shows, regional theater, and see that I gotta brush up some of my musical theater auditioning skills, which I'm actually about to start doing as well.
Her mom's coming. Were you going a trip? No, we don't have any trips planned right now. We're planning to go visit her sometime, possibly next month.
Yeah, in early August, I want to show Dart the Jersey Shore for the first time. Where I went was called Point Pleasant, which has like an old aquarium there and saltwater taffy and really crappy rides and a nice beach. So I'll probably take him out there and I'll show him where I went to high school and whatnot. And then he'll come out to my dad's place.
What is happening? Who is this woman? Distraction and yapping about opera? This is my girlfriend, Lucky. She is an actress. So, yes, distracting, but that's what Twitch streams. Oh shit, I keep shooting accidentally. This is my girlfriend, if you don't know, and she's an actress. She does theater and like film and stuff.
But yeah, I'm gonna be yapping about opera theater and some shit and how it's very similar to video games, actually.
Everything wrong with your girlfriend? Nothing.
Thank you.
Good.
Glitchy seems a little bit threatened.
He had his eyes set on me.
I'm sorry, Glitchy. I got to him first. Lucky, were you ever almost isekai'd? I know for a fact Dartigan was. I mean, I did almost die from COVID, so I guess sort of, almost, maybe. Lucky the Tony Award winner. Yeah, okay.
I can do this.
To be fair, everyone has baggage. I would agree with that. I mean, literally, look at Claire right now. She has baggage right there.
So much baggage.
Charms cheated death. I sure did. I sure did.
She did, actually. Almost died to COVID.
Yeah, it was a combination of black mold, COVID, and a UTI all at once. That was tough. Actress, you say? You play in movies. I do, Mr. Glitches. I'm sorry I was giving you some shit too. I was just teasing you. I'm a bit of a
She's been in...
right now I'm poking the microphone. You can't see it, but I'm like, doot, doot, doot.
Yeah, she's been in commercials, like some big ones, theater plays, experimental theater, and even like an indie film or two.
Yes, I've been in 5 indie films. 6 indie films.
Professional stuff. Charms, I saw your Insta post. You looked stunning in your dress.
That was you. I was actually about to write back to you because I didn't recognize you, and then I went to your pages page because you're a writer, and I thought that was really cool. But I'm glad you liked the dress. I got it on Poshmark on a sale, so it was thrifted. Thrift. But yeah, I've been acting since I was about I started when I was 5, but I really got serious into it when I was in high school. I got my master's in acting from the California Institute of the Arts, and I teach acting and singing now, and I do theater here where I live, and I do film and commercials still.
Alexander Flores, hello everyone, new subscriber. Hey, welcome to my channel, Alexander.
Welcome.
Yeah, but I think welcome to my live streams too.
Am I immunocompromised? Streak of bad luck? No, I am not immunocompromised at all. I'm actually incredibly healthy. It was really startling.
Glitches, wanted job. I have a role for a scared woman in apocalypse movies.
Oh, what's that? Yeah, totally. And if I don't happen to be right in terms of look or anything, I know 20 billion people who might be. So definitely happy to help anyone in chat out with their
What's a spec writer?
A spec is like it's like a test script, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, although Glitches, correct me here because you're the expert at this. But specs are generally like almost like a the word.
Yeah,
like a pilot script.
Okay.
They're not pretend, and they're not like a first draft. It's very close to the final product, but it's generally doing screen tests and first shoots to see if you need to do any tweaks.
Okay, I see what you mean.
I think that's how I describe it.
Oh,
but I'd be happy to help you or direct you to an actor who could help you if I'm not that actor. Actually, one of my friends was just in, what was that? The Materialist with Pedro Pascal?
Yeah, that's right. The new Resident Evil movie, please refuse. There's been too many. They'll make plenty of different ones. Don't you worry.
I'm very nervous about the Silent Hill 2 movie that they've made. It does not look so wonderful. What's my favorite play that I've been in? Oh, damn, that's a really good question. There's a few. I can't pick. The first one that comes to mind was an immersive piece I did at the Broad Theater in Los Angeles in Santa Monica called The Wild Party, where I got to play a real-life silent movie star named Olive Thomas, who had a very sad ending, actually. She unintentionally or intentionally drank mercury and poisoned herself.
Not a good way to go.
Probably not going to be in your control. The Sell It production company. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, wow, are you casting it too? Because usually the writers don't get to poor writers do all the work and don't get a say. If Pedro Pascal keeps getting work, I'll be upset. Apparently he just got a girlfriend from the Fantastic Four movie, so hopefully he'll like go take a big vacation with her now that the press tour from that movie's done. Times used to have been the Silent Hill 2 movie to play Maria and Mary. Oh, that would have been a dream role. Hunter's Moon. I would have loved that. But there's always other opportunities. There's actually a Ravtoons that's auditioning right now if anyone's interested in voice acting gigs. They do open calls. We're helping chat member with this actually. But they have like Maria-esque characters in that one.
What your name got any IMDb? She does have an IMDb.
I do have an IMDb right now. You can tell my real name, my acting name is Christy Harms, like Shadow Friends Way.
Yeah, Christy Harms, like, you know, you'll find her in IMDb.
And I know you're not supposed to dox yourself, but I've already doxed myself to IMDb, so I guess.
You have to dox yourself if you want to be an actress or actor anyway.
Yeah, it's sort of like. I mean, and even like your favorite celebrity, like Emma Stone, that's a made-up name. Her name is, I think, Genevieve or Gwendolyn, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
What's the most evil-sounding voice I can do? I actually had to. I was in a radio play once, where I played the woman who did the voice of the demon in The Exorcist. So that's probably the most evil voice that I could do. I had to say that line like your mother fucks something with a
Your mother
cross.
sucks cocks in hell.
Yeah, your mother sucks cocks in hell. That's one of the things I had to say. Coming out of me, I guess it was pretty funny too. And then the guy who was the sound op, I guess he had some disturbances mentally, and later said that editing my takes, like, that I like my voice possessed him or something. I don't know. It didn't sound like he should be in that kind of work. I played an Empty Track in Spirit Quest. Yes, that's me. Empty Track was an indie short that I did where I played a karaoke hostess, or like if you play Yakuza, I was one of like those like semi-escort women. They aren't always necessarily. They're usually just there for company and, you know, to make you feel like you've got a friend for the evening. But there is also escort services that can go along with it. Not always that way though. So I was in a movie where I played one of those workers trying to get out of the career with a friend of mine, and then Spirit Quest, I played the creepy girl smoking weed at a party with the protagonist. I don't think Dr. Phone number is treated it. Yeah, like, I agree, Puffy. It's just my name and on my IMDb, it's my agent's phone number. So the only way to call me is to call my agent. And Larry is protective. My website came up. Yeah, I have a website that desperately needs updated reels. Yeah. So the Who Does It Better TV show was I think that stayed in post, unfortunately. Was 3 to 4 episodes, I think, and then I was in another series called Cocktails that I was in 3 episodes of. I didn't do a lot of series stuff. I did more indie features and things like that, and then a lot of theater, tons of theater.
Now we gotta do this puzzle for the 3rd time.
That is true, Za. Sometimes people do change their names because they're too similar to another actor. Also, if it's already registered with SAG, you can't register under the same name. Is Larry like Tom Cruise from Tropic Thunder? No. He's Larry is lovely and is like he's like a teacher that knows exactly how much pressure to put on and when to just let me handle my own shit. He's a great agent. How the hell did this everything wrong with guy hook up with you? Actually, funny story. I was actually playing a streamer in a play. I was in a production. It was called Ebenezer, so it was a version of A Christmas Carol, and this was during pandemic, so it was on Zoom. And so they chose to make Tiny Tim instead of like a child with polio. They made him like a very snarky teen. Who ran a streaming channel, and my name was Tyne_E_Tim.
Lucky lore.
Yeah, and I had never watched streaming before. I was big into video games. I've always loved video games since I was a little girl, but I was not on the streaming train, and I was actually judgmental little bitch about it, and was like, why would you want to watch somebody playing a game when you can... Like, I was one of those people. And then for this character, because it was immersive theater, the audience can talk with you. I knew I had to, like, learn about streaming beyond my lines so that I could bullshit about it with people who asked me questions candidly while I was in character about it. And so I watched Dartigan's Everything Wrong with videos. I'd been introduced to them through an ex-boyfriend, actually. And I was like, oh, I remember there was this guy that like made all these good snarky jokes about games and what was wrong with them, and his critiques are very spot on, though I don't agree with a lot of what he says.
As you should.
And so I literally kind of plagiarized some of his stuff for some of my improvised lines.
That's right.
You know.
That's right, chat. She stole my lines,
Like,
and then we started dating.
I said the stuff he said about Red Dead Redemption, focusing on the horse balls more than more than pacing, or that like we don't need to fixate on the snow graphics as much. Things that he had mentioned in his video, right? And that went over really well. It actually, I got very good reviews for that performance, and it was a charity performance for LA Mutual Aid, so it was like great. And through that, I followed his Twitch. I didn't realize that he streamed. And one of his videos in Silent Hill Downpour, I believe it was, he made a comment about female cops not being about attractive females not working in Class D prisons because of obvious reasons. And I had actually taught acting in a Class D prison. So I was like, wait, excuse me, I'm kind of attractive and I've worked in those environments. I'm gonna debate him and show him he's wrong, haha. And so when I saw he was on Twitch, I like jumped into the chat to see if he was like, you know, the character that he was portraying. And then I found out that he actually had like a shit ton of riz and was very good human and
shit ton of riz.
And he charmed me pretty quickly.
Hear that, chat?
The end.
There you go. There's our lore.
Cooling complete.
Lucky man, now I see where he gets his voice acting. Best of luck for you, bro. Well, actually, I've never been trained as a voice actor whatsoever.
Yeah, it's actually he's just a natural vocal talent. Yeah, the love bloomed. We were friendly for about I think 7 months before I tried to slide into your DM.
Like literally, the people in chat would have seen us like talking in chat all the time.
Yeah, you guys saw most of the beginning of our flirtation actually.
Like you just show up in chat like, hey, what's up, Lucky?
I knew he was interested though because I had mentioned the film that you mentioned earlier, Glitch Guy, Empty Track, and he had added me on Instagram, and I noticed he didn't have many people on Instagram he followed, so I had an idea that maybe he liked me, but you know, I didn't want to form a parasocial relationship or anything, and I don't think he did either, so I don't think either of us took it very seriously.
Not at first, but they were like, you know what? We got chemistry.
Yeah, I offered him some tea.
Tea
and then
advice.
we just sort of... I don't know what you said first, so let me be like, he likes me, yay! I started having a crush on him when he was playing Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush.
That's when I was like, oh wow, I'm having weird crush feelings for this person. I better stop that.
Only natural.
What's my favorite video of Dart's? Probably his Last of Us video. That or the final, no, you know what? No, the Final Fantasy 13 videos.
Oh, my legacy.
Heroes don't need plans.
My legacy.
Give us a photo of him. Let us see the big boy. He is face revealed, actually. You don't need me for that, but he is on my Instagram.
Yeah, she actually just posted like
right
photos of us like at her theater show recently, posing.
Yeah, Dart came to opening night of my play and he took some red carpet photos. Plushy with the slogan, shit ton of riz. Dartigan.
Dartigan. Alright, I've saved. I've decided like I'm not gonna like die and do this over again.
Sorry, baby.
Oh, I'm alright.
Just like elbowed him.
Didn't want to like risk dying here again, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use up one of my few remaining saves. It would be unfair if I didn't tell you. You just know Dartigan called me cute yesterday.
I would hope he would, and I'd hope he'd compliment everyone in chat when they're being kawaii.
Do you not want to be known as cute? Sorry.
I'm alright with it. If you liked it, Zaya. If you didn't like it and you asked him to stop, then I have a problem with it.
You're gonna want to look away from the scene. I'm killing plants.
Dispensing solution.
But they're bad plants.
That was an interpretation of Aerith's inner feelings.
So much for the weed infestation.
Why doesn't Claire just shoot the crystals here and take the thing in the dude's hand? That's a good question. Why doesn't? Kitties are good. Wholesome, funny person. Poison Ivy hated that too. Guys, go get charmed. Great series. Hot 90s witches. Or early 2000s witches. Hi, Monty. He only called Zach cute. He was being unfair, to be honest.
Being unfair.
You need to call guy with 3 eyes cute now. You need to call if you're gonna call one of them cute, you have to call the whole class cute.
Is that how it works? But what if I'm lying and they're not cute?
Then you're a liar. Lucky, I'm glad there's enough of Dartigan for all of us. I'm trusting no sometimes. I do. I have boundaries and have certainly felt like threatened before or like not jealous, but just like worried, I'd say. But Dart's a really communicative partner who doesn't like shame me when I feel worried.
Communication.
So
chat.
I can talk with him about it incredibly calmly. It's never like
communication. It's all you need.
Yeah, I've definitely before dated people who like would prefer to keep how much they like me a mystery to maintain a sense of like either feeling like an enigma or feeling like they have it gives them a one-up because they know something I don't know, and it keeps me in suspense.
Not
that
cool.
kind of thing. To not date somebody like that does that is really good.
Yeah.
So and also I'm the type of person who if I see somebody who looks cute, I will just knee-jerk say it to them. Like I say this to strangers in passing. I will tell them their outfits look cool or they look cool or their laugh is nice. Because I think that we don't compliment each other enough. So I would never stop Dart from.
Damn, dude, I forgot how much of a giant you are. I'm 6'1". I'm not I'm not giant. What
I'm also really short, so when he
it just makes me look
stands next to me, yeah.
like I just have a big aura and presence. All right.
When I had a girlfriend that would make me jealous and then gaslight me. Yeah, it was the same thing for me, Polly. And I just like I've had that done too much where I'm like, yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Luna, attack the PC. It was being bad to your daddy earlier.
Please don't attack my PC. That costs money.
Monty whooshed and dashed you. Did he door dash you? Did he deliver wonderful succulent food?
Succulent food.
I see somebody have kawaii clothes and teal hair. I compliment. Exactly, right? Like, chat, highly encourage if you see something about someone that you appreciate, tell them. Because I bet you it will make their day. And we all need to have, like, better days. It's just a little thing you can do for free. Like smiling. Or not even smiling, or just, like, making eye contact and, like, offering kind energy. That, like, just little things like that. I know that's cheesy. I don't want to be accused of harassment. Yeah, there really is an environment of that. But I think those of us, most of us know the difference between, like, a harassing compliment and then just somebody being kind.
Over here hitting buttons on my pad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, she's like she didn't do anything bad.
Luna's your chat.
She didn't break anything.
Like, I know when I compliment people sometimes who aren't expecting it, they're, like, startled at first. All over everything.
All right, I think we're good to go. Would people like some examples of each of what food you got? Yes, please, share.
I want to know about the food. What would you do if it turned out that Dartigan writes the scripts and style of his Sin videos and everything wrong about his girlfriend?
Wow, that'd be horrible.
Give away in a rage. I would probably break up with him because that would mean that he didn't feel comfortable like communicating those things to me openly, and that we probably aren't like a good team if he's feeling kind of like
I'm making videos.
Well, if he ever felt like he couldn't talk to me openly, then I would be like, okay, well then that can't make you happy, and then you shouldn't be with me.
Communication, chat, it's key. You're like bundling all that up inside, yeah, you ain't gonna make it. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, I hear you, Puff. Like, being kind, RL, there is a big difference. And I also hear Rui's point, which is, like, these days, it's really hard to distinct. Like, some people are offended when you say, like, have a nice day. Or, like I've held the door for people before, because I just was always taught, like, you hold the door for people. You don't, like, you see them coming, you chill for a second, you do that. But I've had people actually, like, get annoyed at me for it. So it's a bit dog eat dog out there with trying to go out of your way to be kind for other people. Words are hard. Words are very hard. You don't, yeah, you haven't met anybody. Well, and also, Puffy, of course, you know, you might not have because you know, you have a certain energy and look a certain way, are a woman of small stature. I am too, and that people treat you differently because of that. I know for some of my taller male friends, they don't feel like they can say hello to people in public because they're worried about startling tinier people. Like my friend John, who's like the biggest teddy bear, he owns this bar. He is like literally like a D&D character who like the priest that protects everybody and then runs the tavern and hugs everybody. But he's like 6'4" and a big brawny guy, and so he worries about standing close to other people.
Yeah, he's a big
it's
dude.
something I never worry about as a 5'2" woman, you know. Yeah, your voice is so soothing too, Puffy. Like I could see how people would just like become like docile little animals around you.
Germans don't like to impose, so holding the doors forces them to speed up. Yeah, that's a very American thing, apparently, holding doors. Doesn't mean when your friends come to you and complain and talk about their relationships, it means they're looking for some empathy.
You think I didn't know you were coming? This is my last
Obvious
word.
joke says, why are you
I'm
reading
not
my name?
handing over
Telling my
anything.
girlfriend that yes, I think her younger sister is hotter. Because honestly, honesty and communication are key.
Well, if you feel that way, maybe you're not really being honest if you're already, you know, dating someone and feeling that way about their sister. I mean, I guess it's possible you find them more attractive, but you still like, you know, find the relationship you're in healthy. I don't know. Stuff gets weird.
You thought your voice was annoying because your older sister made fun of you? Oh, that happens to so many people. Trust a voice teacher when I say this happens to like everybody, and your voices are not bad. The people who said that, they're fucking stupid. And you actually cannot hear your own voice, so you can't assess it very well either. Even if you record your voice, that is not how it sounds in the room to other people. And you can't hear how it sounds in your own ears because that is just not how our anatomy works. That is bullshit. They did not.
She's not calling me Poppy or Puppy. She's calling Puff Puffy. Puff is a member of Twitch chat over there.
I was calling you Poppy.
Poppy? You're not even Hispanic.
Poppy again. But no, I was saying Puffy. I was just using poor speech etiquette.
I Poppy.
I is puffed. That is the puff. Puffiest puff to ever puff. It's because I'm schwang her you out. If I do this, puff, puff. It's way clearer than puff. Puff. You're welcome, boo boo. Thanks for coming to the stream talk. I'm gonna sit down.
Hey.
Sorry, I
Good-
always mean to talk much less than I do on this.
Oh, that's alright. People enjoy it. You're deaf then? Streaming, sometimes you hear what you want to hear. Oh, you get a nice 10 in this room. They should add an effect if you stay in here long enough, the Claire gets tan. Nope. Nothing. Go 10. What's my favorite game? For me, it's usually something like Final Fantasy IX or Deus Ex.
Yeah, his numbers are going up. Cool.
See there? You're popular.
Hey, if I'm helping. If you get lucky, Chad, I'll sing weird songs for you again. Probably not tonight because my voice is tired. Mama needs to rest.
Mama needs rest.
Do I have an audition tomorrow, and then I have pickup rehearsal, and then 4 shows. So
It's a lot of stuff.
yeah, tired. I'm tired, boss.
Hi, boof. What do you think of Pepe Le Pew? I never really watched much of that when I was a kid, but you know what? I'm fine with it. You're allowed to make French stereotypes. Just like you're allowed to make American stereotypes.
When I was a little girl, I used to play, like about 3. When I would come home from my grandparents' house, I used to play this game by looking at the clouds in the sky. I don't know if you guys remember, but like in Pepe Le Pew, sometimes would like inhale a bunch of like helium or something and turn into a balloon and float in the sky. I used to look at the clouds and say that like Pepe Le Pew and the giant flying skunk was floating behind us in the car and going to come get us and make it smell like skunk. Oh, my overactive imagination was so weird. But every time I hear Pepe Le Pew, that's what I think of.
What do you think of?
Mm-hmm. When we hang out with my mom, you can ask her about that one. She'll like laugh very fondly at that. My parents used to think it was like hilarious.
Alright, plenty of that ammo. Save those for the true final fight.
I can't believe the numbers actually went up while I was talking about that insane story I used to do when I was 3.
Like, well, it was more than that. It's just that one, you're a good talker, and we make a good combo.
I used to watch Boomerang all the time as a kid, so I saw a lot of Looney Tunes and Pete.
You miss old YouTube? I mean, there's a lot of different old YouTubes at this point. Which one of the old YouTubes is it you miss? You miss like the early 2000s YouTube? Because, I don't know, that was a pretty shitty YouTube if I'm being honest. I remember a lot of like really shitty stuff about that YouTube. But if you want like old YouTube content, that is essentially what TikToks and YouTube Shorts are these days. So you can still get it. You miss old 4chan? 4chan I'm still sure is exactly the same as it's always been. Research diary. What I miss, chat, old something awful. There you go. Now there's something and it doesn't barely exist anymore. Alright, give me the cure.
Damn it.
Here, there you go.
There we go.
Look
Is
at that.
boomerang still a thing? I don't think so.
I don't think it is.
Hell yeah.
Old 4chan was awesome. I mean, isn't 4chan still kind of the same thing as it's always been? I've never heard of 4chan actually changing.
The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry.
Alright, we go back. Save Sherry. Fight
no.
final boss. What is it? Oh,
Perfect casting doesn't exist.
the memes have already begun for Legend of Zelda.
It's Pedro Pascal as Link and Bella as Zelda.
You like the M and high red boards?
Your ass again. William! The sun's now. What the hell is this thing?
That was my husband.
She is my creation! Oh!
William!
Dart needs that gun, that one that she used. Well, it doesn't work on him, it just stuns him for a bit.
Couldn't do it. He was your husband.
Genuinely impressive how Resident Evil 9 makes this game look dated after just over 5 years. I mean, it's the same engine, just they have more power to pump into it now with better hardware.
Burned to hell. I
couldn't let my daughter grow up in a world with a G virus in it.
But that's no excuse.
Ow.
He's back.
I got this.
You know, I would have kept firing once he was down, just to be sure.
Hey, didn't double tap. They know better than that.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go play Toki Mickey.
Yeah, fun.
Bye, chat. I'll be back later.
She'll be back later, chat. So you can go play some, like, Tokimeki Memorial.
Kojima Davidson.
Aren't they all?
You should take care of Sherry. You don't know what you're up against.
I have a pretty damn good idea.
Whatever you do, don't stop until it's finished.
Can you shoot at it from up there with that thing
This
still?
ends now.
It doesn't, though. And dead. Yeah, I don't really have very good weapons for dealing with this. It's gonna be a bit of an issue. Guess I got grenades. Don't die, Dart. Well, that would be a lot easier if I had a healing item. Just saying. I might want to use the Magnum here. That was pathetic. Look, that was a test run. You miss Lucky? Don't worry. She'll be back. And she streams herself too. You guys should follow her channel. No. Wait, oh, I forgot to get the thing. Crap. Forgot to get the thing I needed. I wonder why the fight wasn't activating. Something that requires a topical cream, it's not likely to kill you. Just never know. We'll need to see that again.
Thank God. The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry.
Lucky streams at like midnight. She kind of like is oftentimes she starts her streams around the end of mine. That way she's like the late night Dartigan, you know, catches my late night stuff. You have a job and bills to pay? Well, true. But you know what? You can get rid of one of those. The job, and actually if you get rid of the job, you get rid of the bills you have to pay too. You can watch Streets while living on the real street. Which arc of Flintstones is my favorite? I have never watched. My favorite Flintstones arc is the one where they do nothing but sell vitamins to children. That's all I know about Flintstones.
Class A breach detected. Class target is neutralized.
It's gonna be nasty. Do you have any healing items down here at all? Like, not a... Not a single healing item, huh? But the one where they sell cigarettes, I mean, yeah, sure, add that to the list of, like, Flintstones lore I know. Got no choice. Have to use a revolver. Would you be mad if I used your genetic information to create a new evolution of the human species a la West? You know what? Actually, be my guess on that. I'm cool with that one. Anyone remember the racist Asian character in Flintstones? Was he like Asian or something? I think I've heard about this before.
Thank God. The antiviral.
You guys
agent.
get the game called Chronos: The New Dawn? I will. I'll be playing that one. At least give me royalties. I mean, if I'm gonna be like the the base template for like the future of humanity, I'm pretty okay with that. I'm down with this.
Class A breach detected. Last until target is neutralized.
Oh, there's one of the 2 hits I can take. Please, I beg you, I need a herb. Okay. Thank you for rising my country's GDP. Wait, I did that? How? Good start, not good enough. Like, they give me no health items down there, so if I take even 1 hit, it's over. Well, 2 hits is all I can actually take. Hey Ash, you have a good night. I've only got 7 of these rounds. By buying Polish games, okay, if that's affecting the economy enough there, then hey, I'll do my part. Did you hear I'm propping up the entire Polish economy by buying Polish-made video games? Then again, I think there's a, I bought Witcher 3. All 3 Witchers, in fact. You can use gunpowder in real life to treat wounds. You can cauterize a wound with gunpowder if you set it on fire, but it's gonna suck.
Class A breach detected. Until target is neutralized.
Oh, there's my 1 hit I'm allowed to take. Okay, they got needled. Okay, that's good to know, I guess. Up the deck. This is gonna take me a while. Meant to be a Black Flintstones spin-off called The Blackstones, and exactly what it sounds like. How come that got canceled? Were they like, you know what, this is too racist even for the 1960s? Maybe I'll use some flash grenades.
Thank God. The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry.
Birkin flashbacks intensify. It's not going well for me right now. Wait, did I not...
Class A breach detected. Control point is neutralized.
I don't know how I'm gonna, like... use a flash grenade. Move your damn shoulder. I literally only get one hit. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. I don't know how this one's going to go. All right. New strategy. Knife ain't going to help me either. Is there any way to make these high-powered rounds? I don't think you can you? My man Birkin giving you trouble? Yeah, he sure is, boss. Yo, without a heal, I'm kind of screwed here. You did the voice. That one was where it was appropriate. That was an appropriate use of my strained, monotone voice. Get the knife to stab him when he's down. Say, well, we can. Okay, wait a minute. Does that do as much damage as hitting him with a magnum round, though, is the problem. Time to flirt, pass the time. What you doing, big boy? Speedrunners do it a lot. You may try. Well, hey. Did you think you were watching a speedrunner?
Class A breach detected. Control point is neutralized.
You see that eyeball? That's a little hard to see what I'm aiming at there. Oh, I was gonna go down there actually. You know, this is an accurate version way this fight would realistically go. 1, maybe 2 hits and you're down. The fact they don't give me any healing items down there is a travesty. Are you supposed to dodge that? I don't know. This game ain't about dodging, so I'm not entirely sure. Why is Claire defending Annette, her brother? I mean, we just want to kill this guy. That's really it. Sent you a code for a co-op game for you and Lucky. Let me know if the code works. I mean, we'll do. Man, I really wish I would have saved after activating that cutscene.
Gotta get back to Sherry.
Class A breach detected. Class number 1 is neutralized.
Ooh, took my hit. And dead. Were you able to play Hunk in this one? Yes, you can play Hunk, Agent Hunk or whatever in this one. Disregard my sucking right now, chat. Were you able to play? But I never played the Hunk or Tofu modes in this. Wait, you sucking? Yeah, kinda tonight. Or at least with this, any Birkin fight in this, hard mode.
Thank God. The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry.
We'll get it there though. It'll just take quite a while. Maybe we won't get the Leon section tonight after all.
Class A breach detected. Class number 1 is neutralized.
No. Shit. Okay, how do you dodge that when your arm's that big? I don't think this is a good idea. Don't think that's going to, do it. I refuse to believe they did not put a single healing item in this fight, anywhere in this room. Something, flash grenade, that's nice, but what a lady need is a herb. I'm alive. About to die though. Like, I don't know how you dodge that. Have you just tried staying close and running circles around him? He has swing moves that will hit you if you stay close to him. Still at it, it's not difficult for anyone to do. What are we talking about? I just need like another bunch of those to really make, you know, the combat knife kind of sucks. I'm not gonna bother taking that. I know there's a spark shot. Maybe the spark shot is really good in this fight against him. Also, I should probably take the revolver that has a laser sight on it to make it aiming easier. This came out in 2019. Yep, older game than a lot of people think. Put a flash grenade in that room. That means they work. Oh, yeah, a flash grenade works on everything. It's just that I got plenty of those on me. The flashing, you're meant to like flash him and get behind him to like then shoot the eyes and stuff. That's what I'm thinking of, taking all my flash grenades with me, because the combat grenades aren't that great.
Thank God. The antiviral
Revolver
agent.
Ocelot would be disappointed. A laser sight? Really? I mean, hey. Not everyone wants to use iron sights like it's the 1950s. Where Dart did this fight as Claire. I've played through this game before. As Claire, yes. But this is like, you know, the side B, where it supposedly changes things up, but as you can see, it doesn't really. You watch a lot of Doom speed runs. Those are cool. Yeah, well, Doom and Quake are like known for its speedrunning communities. I've actually considered playing the classic Doom so I could play the My House mod.
Class A breach detected. Last danger. Your point is neutralized.
That was just in time. God. Fucking arm of his. Try these out. Not a very good weapon at all. Like a shit weapon, actually. Why even give me this stupid thing? might go out there while he's pulling that up. Oh no. No, come on! I'm alive, I'm alive. Dead. God damn it. Give me a herb. I just need one. Is hard mode too hard? Because holy shit, it just that I'm really resource starved. The actual combat ain't that bad. Alright, let's get everything set up. Make acid rounds, they stun G3. Well, I guess I can try that. Hold on a second. I don't have anything to make acid rounds with though, sadly. Grab the magnum. Alright, let's try this again. Flash grenades seem to work there, somewhat, yeah. It's still hard to get around behind him in time because he kind of like doesn't stay stunned for very long.
Damn it.
Try to like
God.
shoot all of his eyes with this machine gun, or at least the two in the front.
Get back to Sherry.
Save on magnum ammo. You played this game and the original multiple times. How do you keep coming to these fights ill prepared? This is hard mode, so it's like intentionally making you ill prepared. Unless you're really good at resource management and like running away from every encounter.
Class A breach detected. Class A control target is neutralized.
Please, why do they not even put a single heal here? Anywhere in this room. Just an inky little green herb is all I need. All I need is one, and I can do it. I'm getting really tired of doing this inventory management every fight as well. Boss turned me into a coke addict. I mean, we always had our suspicions about me, I believe. First aid spray in the top left corner? Where? I do not have a first aid spray. Unless you mean in this room I'm in. If that's the case, then we're in luck. When fighting Birkin, there's one there? Okay, I'll go look for it.
Thank God. The antiviral
Because I've been looking
agent.
and I didn't see
Gotta
anything.
get back to
Uh,
Sherry.
ditch the regular handgun bullets. They're useless for the rest of the run. What, the 9mm? Seems like it's pretty good to me. Like, I don't have any other 45 ammo on me right now. You know what you need, Dartigan? Like what you can make with 2 large and a white. What is it? We're doing drink cocktails now.
Class A breach detected.
I missed. I missed twice. Missed 3 times. This is a bad start. Go ahead and kill me. Kill me. But now it takes him 3 hits to kill me? What the fuck? Did Steam just repeat? I don't know. We've been doing a lot of the same thing for the past hour. At least look for the spray. Ah, you're right. I could have done that. I'm almost tempted to use my last save file just so I don't have to do this inventory management over again. Oh, I forgot to switch the revolver over to the good ammo. That's why I was doing that. We'll get him eventually. Just gotta get lucky.
Thank God. The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to Sherry.
You must resist the ass. I'm not even looking at the ass in this game.
Class A breach detected. Until target is neutralized.
I've been told there's like a healing spray over here. Flash grenade. That's more of these. That's actually pretty good. I did not find healing spray. There it is. Holy shit. Oh no. Can I get you to like show me your back real quick? Get out of the way real quick. Speaking of which, there's a mod that reveals their health bars. That's pretty nice. Wouldn't help me really that much though. Oh, what? What's the fuck? First time I've seen him do that move. Well, came closer that time. Checking your map to visual items. It only like shows up on your map once you've actually like been close to them to put them on your map though. Keep forgetting to get the right guns on. I hope if right now if Claire had larger boobs, I don't see what that would do for me. Can you explain your logic? Could spark shot him when he's kneeling? Why does that do more damage to him? Man, I could try that. Dart, have you considered... Finish the sentence. You have better ballistics. Well, thank you. Throw the trophy at him. Sadly, this ain't that kind of game where you can throw your inventory.
Gotta get back
I'm
to
still
Sharon.
struggling too much. The grenades do not do it. I'm gonna keep these on. Grenades do shit.
Class A breach detected. Last entry. Your target is neutralized.
That's nice. I love missing. could use an electrical weapon with its I know I'm trying to, but I just couldn't get to it in time. That was the plan there. God, Claire, why are your weapons so fucking weird? Might as well not even bring that. I can't even, like, use it. Think you can eat the red plus blue for a damage resist buff? I've never heard that being a thing in these games, but I'll consider it.
Thank God. The antiviral agent.
Like, is that really the case? I've never heard. That can't be real. Guards against poison for a short period of time. No. Removes it. You know, no. Red and blue green combo, please. Red, blue. Yeah, you gotta have all three. And there's no green herbs here.
Class A breach detected. Until target is neutralized.
That was pretty good. Lovely. Really? God, I thought I was sure I was going to dodge that one. Is this a good boss fight? It ain't on hard mode, that's for sure. Being able to take only 2 hits, like actually only 1 hit, ain't that you know, that creates the old frustration in the body. Raises the stress levels a little bit. I like flash rings too. Red plus blue does reduce damage taken. Check the description again. Hold on a second.
Thank God.
I mean, I got another boss fight left in this game. You realize I might want to save that in case I need actually another heal. I might at least come across. I'm expecting maybe at least 1 more heal before the end of the game.
Class A breach detected. Until target is neutralized.
really hate how they kind of expect you to dodge that shit. There goes that hill. Cool. Lovely. Yours taking this better than I have learned to deal with my frustration by making it into a joke. It works wonders. But secretly, I'm fuming inside. When he's kneeling, hit him with the knife, and when he gets up... Okay, these sound like speedrun strats that I'm never going to be able to pull off. I hate to tell you. Like, legitimately, this sounds like something that... Oh, yeah, if I'm a speedrunner or, like, expert player, I can maybe pull that up. When he's kneeling, hit him with a knife. I mean, kneeling is as in when he's, like, you know, standing with his chest exposed so I can shoot the eyeballs. Yeah, I've done that before. It doesn't do much damage, at least to me it doesn't. And I've only got a few grenades, and they don't seem to do much to him.
Thank God.
I don't like that method, it just because it doesn't seem to work for me. That's why. I acknowledge the method probably works for people who know how to do it, but expecting me to learn an entirely new way of playing the game that I've never tried doing with playing around the knife in Resident Evil 2, I just think that's probably going to frustrate me more.
Class A breach detected. Lack of energy until product is neutralized.
Crash hitbox. Come on. I missed. I was out of the way. How do you fucking dodge any of your attacks? I guess you just don't. Dodge. This ain't Resident Evil 4. He is high-fiving me really hard. You're 2 hours deep, Dart. How far into Leon? Probably, actually, we're not going to be doing much Leon tonight. I kind of expected to have a bit more resources in terms of heals for this fight, but I guess that ain't going to be the case. I must have screwed up somewhere along the way. Also, hello, chat. What's up, guy whose name I can't read because it's in Korean? How you doing? I love you. Oh, I love you, Simba. How you doing? How you tonight?
Thank God. The antiviral.
How many people have
agent.
broken their controllers at this point in the game on hardcore mode? I feel if you decided to play in hardcore mode, you know what you signed up for, so if you start getting, like, violent with your hardware, you kind of deserve it. How are you, Dartigan? I have been here the whole time. You know what? Hey, I commend you for sitting through my streams. But I'm pretty good. I'm enjoying myself, despite, well, you know, evidence to the contrary.
Class A breach detected. Class A breach until target is neutralized.
See your ass when I'm in the corner. Cool. Out of ammo. Around, so face me. You are trolling them. That should have done more damage. Okay. Oh, we did it! Eat it! Eat my... I don't know, actually eat something nice. You deserve it. You've been a good guy. Nice sport. Have a friendly handshake on me. I don't want to get toxic now after all that.
Has been neutralized. Ending quarantine.
Secretly though, I am just you'll dabbing, corpse humping, all that toxic shit on him. Deservedly so.
now
How
operational.
dare you not give me like only one heal in this entire area? Disgusting. You solved the problem like a marine. Use more grenades. Thought with crayons, and crayons told me to eat them and also just throw things at the problem. Guess you finally got good? I guess so. I hope no one kept a death counter going. Hey, guess what? We get to fight him at least one more time. Though there it gives us a minigun or something like that from what I recall. Alright, it's all the... Actually, there's one more thing in here. After hours of straining a legacy of Ozzy Osbourne, you finally did it. I pulled my power from his dark spirit. One green herb to complete this trio wouldn't suck. Would have been nice. Would have been nice. To be fair, you spent half the fight pausing the inventory. Well, that's any Resident Evil game, honestly. That's just what it is. It's an inventory management game.
Gotta get back to Sherry.
Alright. And there's a save point near Sherry that I'll use, actually. Crazy that the revolver is the only thing I got that shoots 45 ammo. I guess we'll keep all this on us right now. What if you ditched the, YouTube and started working at Make-A-Wish Foundation? That's a very big career change. I'm not sure why I would do that. Why would I do that? You also, are you saying I would be like visiting sick kids? That's not something you like quit your job to do. You do that out of the goodness of your heart. Am I gonna star Leon's campaign today? That's the plan. Might not get to do very much of it though. Alright. Save and then we'll go into a room over there. My last save, in fact. Considering you have 2 more Birkin fights, if there's only 1 more. Oh well. Well, one of them is basically not even much of a fight. You just like fight the big meat wall. But that's only after you finish up Leon's campaign, isn't it?
Hey.
I knew you'd make it. My mom needs help.
Annette? Sherry. How are you?
Okay. But you don't look so good.
G5 is always B route. Yeah, this is Claire, like, this is B route where Claire won, and then Leon will be the second playthrough. Doesn't this lady mutate too? No, she just dies.
Oh, thank God.
So Sherry's gonna be alright?
She'll be weak for a little while, but yes. She's free of the G virus. Do you hear that?
What's the best wall of meat final boss in Resident Evil?
What happened to her?
She was attacked by the monster.
Probably this game actually. Birkin, I would say. He's the technical first wall of meat.
Take my daughter to safety. I'm sorry, Sherry. For everything. Your life is what is important.
We can't just leave her here.
You're right, we can't.
Attention, unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated.
What does that mean?
Self-destruct
Evelyn was a horrible wall of meat. True.
In case the G virus leaves the building.
Carla in Resident Evil 6. As bad as Resident Evil 6 was, that was at least visually interesting.
No!
Sherry? Sherry, we're gonna say goodbye to your mom. Mom, please say goodbye. Please, Sherry. Listen. She loved you, okay? You really gotta get going. Come on.
You were right about this jacket. I'm so lucky to have you.
We can talk more about that later. We gotta hurry now. Come on. Sherry. Can you walk faster?
Yeah?
I don't want to rush you, but we have to go.
I really should have saved after that cutscene, but whatever. I can skip it pretty easily.
Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention.
You should let Sherry die. She will end up in that way I save her from Resident Evil 6. Is that your logic? 200 and rank 5. What every time I type and get XP. Yeah, there's like on YouTube there's a system where the more you chat, the more XP you get, so you can get these little like number 1, 2, and 3 badges for like top chatters. It also goes up if you give super chats and stuff like that.
So nice to
It's basically YouTube's idea of like, hey, let's
Glad I met
create a system to create retention in chat and reward that.
But save your things
Resident
until
Evil
I
4
get
OG
chat
is
space.
very bullshit and improbable. Oh yes, but that's why I love it so much. I said before, the plot of Resident Evil 4 is stupid, but it's still entertaining because it's so ridiculous with itself.
Central elevator to evacuate immediately.
Oh, look at that. Is that a heal? Giving me that for free, are we? I thought you were going to charge an entire Bitcoin or something.
Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention, self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention.
Alright, what do we want to take with us into this fight? Like I can really only make 9mm ammo, which I got plenty of pistol ammo, so I can't really do anything with all this gunpowder.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to
What does the white gunpowder make? It can let you make acid rounds for your grenade launcher.
Until detonation. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom of the train platform.
Sherry, run!
Yeah, I ain't got shit to do with those. No flame rounds, girl. Oh, look at that. Holy shit. Have you seen the trailer for Predator Badlands? Yeah, it looked pretty good, actually. The only trailer I saw today, though, was for the Hellraiser game. That looks pretty damn sick. Can you imagine that? A Hellraiser game that doesn't look like complete shit? And isn't like a multiplayer. Where's the girl at? Oh, there she is. Like, they're making what looks like it might be a pretty good Hellraiser game.
Of course. The stupid thing's locked.
Hold on.
Sherry, where do you...
I think I can open it from the other side.
Damn it, your timing sucks.
Until detonation.
You're gonna do it any soon. Do it soon, would you?
Nice work, Sherry.
We made a good team.
How many partners has Leon had? He kind of works alone. So he had what's her name in Resident Evil 4, who's like a comms partner, and then in Resident Evil 6 he had like that lady. I forget the name of.
8 minutes until detonation.
Sherry, you hanging in there?
He meant sexual partners. Oh, 0 then.
Had a girl. Think we're almost out of here.
Like more plants? You guys are spoiling me now.
Worth a try.
Didn't he have sex with Ada before Resident Evil 6? I don't think that's canon, if so. If they didn't show it on screen, just assume it didn't happen. Well, I guess I don't need that. Yeah. Need some space in the inventory. What does the wiki say? You know what? I don't think the wiki's going to give you proper information on Leon's sexual partners, or at least not any wiki you're going to be able to take respectfully. I must have missed 2 inventory slots earlier. Do you know that Resident Evil Dead Aim marks the only game in the series in which characters have sex? Wait, what? No, I did not know that. But I'm sure it was great. You know, that what PS2 game sex scene must have been amazing.
What are you doing?
I gotta get this train moving. I need you to stay right here.
Wiki, you
okay?
don't want your inventory? I mean, let's be honest, we all got some pretty scary stuff in our search
Be
history.
careful.
Always.
And we don't ask each other about it because we're respectful. Search history contains why does Dartigan have two different voices I get like no hits? Because I used to like speak with a different voice because I thought people wouldn't like this voice. And I use different mic and audio software.
Leon? You're down here too?
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Look, you need to get out. Fast.
I know. I found a way out.
Nah, I'm lying, chat. We hired like an entirely new
Think-
voice
I
actor.
think we can all make it.
DEI hire, in fact.
Where are you
Why does
now?
Leon sound so young? Because he is.
Are you still there?
Leon? I'm sorry, you're
You
breaking
gotta remember,
up.
this game came out like 6
Don't
years
worry
ago,
about me.
so
Just get
this is
out of
like
here.
a, you know, baby Leon.
Leon!
Even in
Leon!
remake standards, you know, like remake standards now.
Damn!
I like they just have like a minigun in the office. Resident Evil 4 had been smoking 3 packs a day and drinking a lot and getting cancer multiple times and curing it with chemo.
Why can't you just die?
Until
From the top floor. So out of ammo with that, huh? You know, a flashbang should do way more damage to him considering he's got so many eyeballs. Is it dead? Nope. Really? First right? Yeah, the harder fight is the other one. This one's actually... Because they give you one a freaking minigun. Come on. You give me a minigun, the other fight's gonna be pretty easy too.
Claire! It's okay. I'm here. We're getting out.
Also, I got good. Final form is not hard at all. Yeah, that one's just like a wall of meat you gotta shoot a lot. It doesn't really have any like too dangerous attacks. Took you 3 tries. I mean, hey, if you're not ready for it, you can, you know, probably kick your ass pretty hard. We get at least a bit of Leon. Also, $10 super chat from Chef Breccia. Dartigan survives this ding on hard mode ding. Wait, those are sins? Wait, the first one is. I get you. Actually, you know what? I take both of those sins. Deservedly so. Dartigan first times this. Ding.
So what's the first thing you want to do when we get out of here?
When I grow up, I want to get a government job.
I want to see where you live.
Good. 'Cause I take a shower.
Yeah.
Really? That bad? Oh yeah.
How did you get on here, Leon?
It's so good to see you.
I told you we'd make it, didn't I?
You did.
Who's this?
This?
She doesn't get one until after Wesker wasn't a threat to her anymore. I mean, something like that, yeah.
Jesus.
I don't think Wesker cared much about this
that?
girl, though.
I don't know.
You stay here with Sherry. I'm gonna go check it out.
Alright, we need ammo. I need a gun that can shoot a lot. Oops. Oh, give me that back. Make a fuck ton of pistol ammo, it's what I'm planning to do. Really all I can do at this moment in time. Can ditch the bracelet? Oh, yeah, you're right. Need that. Don't have any ammo for that. I guess I can pull this out in case I need that 15 rounds. I don't have any machine gun ammo, so might as well get rid of that. Didn't Leon get stabbed center mass? What's with the bandages? He got shot in the shoulder actually. Maybe take another knife out just in case. Got nothing else I can take with me. Okay, I've got one heal and, well, that. Good. You know, I can't make any more ammo anyway, so fine there. See that Ozzy Osbourne died this morning? Yup. Rest in peace, Ozzy. That's a really good wall of meat.
You gotta stop moving like this.
Hope you like bullets, because I got a hell of a lot more. For fuck's sake, how the hell are you still kicking? Chris, like I say.
How does it you get easier the bigger you get?
We're gonna lose that car!
I like how everyone, no matter who it is, knows how to decouple train cars in like a tense situation. Like if you ask me how do I decouple a train car, I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's more than a single lever or two. You know, I just realized Leon does the same thing to like the Saddler in Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Give me your hand!
I'll give you a holy body. This is why you're not a Resident Evil protagonist. Well, not too many of them had the decouple train cars. You can't decouple trains. I'm pretty sure you can't while they're moving, can you? Better question, how the hell did he catch up with the train? Yeah, especially when he doesn't seem to have legs. Also, is Raccoon City near the desert?
Are you guys like?
Because this looks like we're in like New Mexico.
We're just...
And I'm pretty sure Raccoon City is meant to be in like,
Yeah.
well, not New Mexico.
That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look, he might be able to give us a ride.
That's gonna be like Walter White there, like,
What if it's not
Leon,
just a city?
we need to cook.
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
Is deserty when they, yeah, but think about this, like the Spencer Mansion is in like a deep, like verdant forest outside Raccoon City, which you wouldn't have if it was this kind of desert environment.
Hey, that was live another day by the grave.
He was friendly.
Where's he going? Bingo?
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long
Don't you
as
have
we
a
stick
brother to
together,
find?
We'll be fine. Come on.
Hey, you guys can adopt me.
Yeah, that bro just drove into the city. It's gonna be nuked
We
in a
can get
few
puppy.
hours. Wait, she wants to be adopted by these two?
Parrot.
I always wanted pets.
So Leon, how do you feel about some like overtime? No way.
On this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.
Bro just drove into the city. Look, so now we gotta play through Leon. I don't know about you guys, but I did not find a single thing different in the scenarios here, despite the order they're being played in. They really did drop the ball on that part of Resident Evil 2. Two sides to every story. Way to get over your parents' death. Yeah, like immediately, like, hey, you two can like take care of me. Like, ah, girl, you're gonna be an orphan of the state. One major failing of the remake. Yup, that was like one of the cooler aspects of the original game. You start in a different part of their RPD and get different weapons. That's literally, yeah, that's all they. But I don't know why they couldn't have done more than that. Made like a few different like story, beats. Oh well, it's still a good game. That part was disappointing. Yeah, maybe that's one of the biggest sins I gave to the remake. In credits that we're gonna play some more though. To be fair, her parents weren't that great. I mean, they seemed like they were good to her. It's just that, well, they're probably neglectful. But when your parents are like making bioweapons, how good can they actually be? So maybe you're right. How would Resident Evil 4 Leon fare in Resident Evil 2 Leon? I mean, that would be, he'd be a little overpowered comparatively. Would have kept the distinct bosses for their characters, yeah. This song kind of fucking sucks. Doesn't fit the message or the theme. I can't sing, by the way. This song sucks as the OG is much better. Yes, of course it is. I agree. I'm only human, Mark. That we are. Ugh. Ugh. Always go play the OG. Yeah, I mean you can, but I would have liked to have seen those things in the remake too. That's the argument I'd make. And I can't think of any good reason not to have done that. Are you done streaming then? No, I'm gonna start playing through Leon's a little bit. Resident Evil 6 Leon is weaker than Resident Evil 4 Leon. I would say so too. That's mainly because he has no like life to him. He's like sad, or it seems like he is. But you only got the full ending when you do both scenarios. You do, but that's weirdly only unless you do it in the right order. You would get that scene where you fight like the wall of meat inside the train. I remember when I was playing through the original game on PS1 as a kid, I kind of came across that by accident because I didn't know that you had to play it in a certain order, and I always played it in one particular order. And one day I was like, let me try this around, and then all this new shit started happening, and I was like blown away, and then I got a completely different final fight. So that was a pretty memorable moment for me as a kid in a video game. What did you just say was one of your biggest sins for the remake? That they didn't really add the scenario A and B differences to it like the original game does, because if you play through like Leon first then Claire, then you'll get in, it changes what they can do with each other, and if you play through Claire first then Leon, it actually changes things greatly as well. So you get different story beats, you get a few different like fights here and there, some puzzles are different, and then you get an entirely different like ending fight. So it's one of those things that mattered a lot back on the PS1. In this one, it's just like you have some different starting weapons and a different starting location, and that's kind of it. But all the same story beats still happen. Games used to do cool shit before woke and feminism. I don't think woke and feminism is the reason. I think it's just that games are more expensive to make, and they have a higher production quality, so you can't experiment as much when things cost multi-million dollars. The remake wants you to play as Leon first, but they made it canon that Claire's scenario is first, so I don't know. I don't get it either. Like I said, it doesn't really change anything as far as I can tell, so I don't know why it matters if it's Claire first or whatever. I think men with long hair are really hot. Hey, you're allowed to have your fantasies. Do you want me to tell you what the game is, or let it be surprised? What, Resident Evil 9? I don't want to know what it is. You keep that to your whatever contract you sign. think a Resident Evil 1 remake in the style of this game would be work? Yes, absolutely. There's no reason why it wouldn't. And I actually think that'll happen eventually too. Almost certainly. Back after the Resident Evil 5 remake, I'd assume that they'd probably remake Resident Evil 1 before trying to remake 6 or something. Because 6 is just such a mess. Talking about the code I sent you? Oh no, it's fine. I'll see it eventually. Resident Evil 4 style characters in the mansion would be wild. I mean, that's perfectly doable. It'd probably play a bit more like this game, and you know, we're toned down in abilities versus say 4. Is this Leon A or B coming? This will be Leon B for the coming up, because this was Claire A. Harley Davidson motorcycle? Oh, I guess Claire's. Thank you. You're most welcome. I have the weirdest yawns, chat. How many companies were part of this? Jesus. Still haven't heard the full story of the supposed Resident Evil 1 con artist soundtrack. Can you elaborate? Resident Evil 1 came out and it was a huge success, and Capcom wanted to like double dip by releasing a director's cut with additional content to it. So they also wanted to redo the music. So they did all the other stuff, and they got a famous composer in Japan at the time to redo the soundtrack. But as it would turn out, that composer was a fraud. He actually hired like a school music teacher to make his music for him because he didn't know how to make music himself. But apparently, or sometime around the time that the music teacher wasn't available, so he had to make it himself. And hence, the director's cut of Resident Evil has all this really just phenomenally garbage music that sounds like a cat walking over like a rib cage and somehow playing notes on it. There's like some pretty look up Resident Evil basement music, director's cut basement music if you want a sample of it. But there's plenty of other tracks in it that are just as crappy, and it's all because the music was made by a con artist. Only a C? I guess I spent too much. You know what? That should count for more, all right? All right, that's Claire's storyline. Now it's time for Leon. The wonky spoinky music. Right, what do I go to like continue, or do I go to new game second run? Nope, we gotta go to new game second run. You got C for cuck. Yeah, I guess I gotta go to new game second run. Don't forget to play the DLC. I will do that after I've done Leon's campaign. Alright, Leon S. Kennedy. Does this even matter? I don't... Second scenario. So, okay, second scenario, Leon now. Hardcore. The burger comes, chat. You will see, well, unless they skip past all this. I think they're skipping past the burger scene, sadly. You prefer Remake Leon or OG Leon from Resident Evil 2? I like Remake Leon. Well, we know, Raccoon City isn't in New Jersey since you can pump your own gas.
Whoa, don't shoot! Get down!
Come on!
I like how Leon never tried the radio into
What's going
Raccoon
on?
City when he's in
I
this
don't know.
police car.
Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police
Listening to
station.
10 seconds of the basement
you're a cop?
soundtrack, and I refuse to
Yeah.
believe that shit was
Leon
on
Kennedy.
purpose and not.
You
No,
are?
it was done by someone who
Where?
didn't know how to make music because he had been
Alright,
fooling everyone. So it actually ended up in the game because he was, you know, I don't know why Capcom like didn't notice it, but they didn't. I guess they thought it was mad genius.
Claire, you okay?
Chekhov's cheeseburger. You know, that's apparently a cheeseburger that the people at the developers at Capcom would actually buy, so they just like scanned it into the game.
I'll be there.
Leon, you're all sparkly. I think how rain's supposed to look.
Claire, I hope you made it here.
Did I just say I hate the look of Leon's gun? Ray tracing looks so weird in this game. Wait, is ray tracing on? Ray tracing's off. Yeah, ray tracing is off in my game. Just the rain effects are kind of weird. Leon's gun is an HK VP70, which is super odd choice. It just, I don't know. I've never been a fan of, I'm not a big gun guy, but I've never liked the look of Glocks. Or Glock-like weapons. They just, they're just so, they're just so ugly. Sorry to all the Glock fans out there. They just, I don't know, I find them unappealing. Fun fact, Leon was hungover. They should have actually showed that off, I feel. Is that like a European ops gun, this gun? I don't think so. Yeah, there's really no explanation for why the helicopter crashes in this one, is there?
Hey! Claire?
So this is like one of the few cutscenes that's different, where they like meet here at the helicopter crash.
Leon, we really gotta stop meeting like this.
Are you alright? Police chopper, it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I take it you
You
don't
watch
have
the
key.
channel Ahoy? I actually haven't watched that
No.
channel in a while, but I used to watch it a lot.
It's good to see your face, though. How are you holding up?
I'm hanging in there.
Really
Oh,
good
nice,
for like
huh?
video game documentaries and stuff.
You find your brother?
I did actually. He's. Just me thinking can't get any worse. Leon, you should get going.
Don't worry about me. Just get yourself to safety.
No, Leon, seriously, they're getting through the fence. Please, just go.
We're gonna make it.
Leon, can you stop wasting time? Good place to keep your grenades. Yeah, put on that goopy ass uniform.
Not exactly how I pictured breaking this in.
What did you use to watch videos in high school since YouTube wasn't a thing? Cable TV. And I did have the internet in high school, and we did have the ability to watch videos there before YouTube. It was called Newgrounds. It was primarily like really risque shit, full of like weed smoking and like, you know, dirty jokes. So I spent a lot of time on Newgrounds post YouTube. Nice, you know, form there with that gun, Leon. Very police standard.
Just
Come on, blow up already. Jesus Christ. I'm dead. You can shoot the grenade in his mouth? Oh, I forgot about that. Sure, this isn't New Jersey. A lot of similarity. Well, I mean, hey, from the looks of the ending screen, it's in New Mexico somewhere. I could also assume possibly Colorado. More items here. Capcom made a new arcade game for Resident Evil 2. It's called Resident Evil 2 Deadshot. It looks interesting. I didn't know they made arcade games anymore. At least Capcom, anyways. Brad is already in zombie mode. Wait, does he have my, like, thing I need for, like, something special? Like in the original game? He's not in the remake? Badge. Such a great character. Nuking Raccoon City is the second worst thing to happen to Colorado. Rockies 2025 season is the worst. Alright, I'm gonna use the grenade this time when those guys grouped up. Because otherwise I'm just gonna take a bunch of damage.
How I pictured breaking this in.
You guys blocking my way. Yo, Dartigan, it's been a while. How long has it been, Jeffrey? What have you been up to?
Son of a bitch.
But how you been? When's the last time you were here? Are live streams escapism? I don't know. I feel like they're not, because I don't know.
This is
Maybe that's just me.
not how
I mean,
imagined the first
I
day.
guess they can be. Anything can be escapism. Just pulled the plug on Tekken 8. I don't have time to play other games. Okay, Tekken 8 taking up all the time. Understandable. I'm not gonna go up there and waste ammo this time. Would you also try the upcoming Hellraiser revival? Yes, I actually was talking about that trailer earlier, and I actually thought it looked pretty good. As far as that kind of game goes. Hold on. You and you. Shotgun shells. But yeah, Hellraiser sex puzzle. Something, you know what? I can't actually say that won't be in there. Very well could have a sex puzzle. Mag ammo this early, huh? You could shake one hand, what hand would it be? You mean person's hand? I don't know. I don't idolize people like, man, I want to shake his hand that way. I understand the message not shittable for children, but nudity at the first minute of the trailer as well. Well, they kept it tastefully hidden, you know. I don't know. You pick for me. Whose hand am I shaking? You will be shaking Alexander Dumas' hand. Oh, you know what? Fine. Steven Seagal eventually. Well, if I'm shaking his hand, that means I can then judo flip him, so I'll accept that. Never sure the Hellraiser Collection Edition looks okay, but I won't be getting it. It's like $200. Yeah, I wouldn't get any game for $200. That's a ripoff. Never pay more than, the base price for a game, in my opinion. Steven Seagal, eventually Putin. Well, I thought it was just one hand I'm shaking. Hey, you had multiple layers onto this. What kind of head does he have? Didn't know you know judo? I don't, but I've seen anime, and therefore I think I know enough to know judo.
Shit!
Ooh, nice crit. They added this restroom just so they could finally add a restroom to Resident Evil 2, which lacked them in the original game. I remember them talking about that and be like, yo, look, there's finally a restroom in the police department. I was wondering what's over there in the police station. Learn judo from the simulate. Look, and you can learn anything from anime, including martial arts. I gotta bring that back up. I can do that. Which is scarier, having only one restroom in the Spencer Mansion or no restrooms in the RP? I think having none in this place, which is supposed to be a public place where a lot of people work, is probably potentially much scarier to me. You're still kicking, huh? Any more? I'm insulted by the amount of headshots it takes. Watching this game makes me want to play Dead by Daylight again. Well, I can assure you they play very differently, despite their having similar characters in them now. But I'm sure you know that. I've never really gotten into the Dead by Daylight stuff myself. I'm not gonna go into this room because I don't need anything in there. And I'll just have to like kill a bunch of zombies, but I will unlock it. Did you and Lucky watch the Until Dawn movie yet? We have not, but we probably will eventually.
What the?
Okay, he appears to be dead.
Hello? Is anybody here? Something tells me he's not a cop.
That's profiling, Leon. Oh, he is alive. You actually dead now? I can ragdoll you. That usually means dead. Hey, it's that guy. Why didn't I get a chance to use my knife there? Gotta chill on trying to kill everything. This guy is important to kill. And no, I got through the campaign, killing everything. I can do it here too. It makes things a lot easier once they're dead. Why is he called Mr. X? Because X is like a pseudonym for something without a name as well. So essentially something you can put X as a signature if you don't want to write your full name down. Or like give it away. That's the idea. He's like anonymous. Because he doesn't actually have a name. He's probably like a code name for like a bioweapon or something. Can't argue that logic. Look, there's if enemies are all dead, you ain't got any enemies. Simple as that. Especially once this asshole's chasing you around, it makes this area a lot easier. I won't kill everything. Bye-bye, Will Smith. Something happened to Mr. Will. I wonder if I can activate these without actually having... if I can just remember what the codes were. I think you can, or maybe they don't work until you actually get the codes. Same mentality in a stealth game. Nobody will notice. There's no one to notice. I mean, that's actually how stealth typically works in the real world, too. Do you remember this code? Because I don't really recall what it was. go ahead and solve them, but that's time consuming. Yeah, we're in the waiting room. Someone look up waiting room safe. 6 to 11. Damn, I was actually close. Not that I can use this right now. Uh-oh. I'll get that knife back later. You can keep it for the time being. The zombie's ability to follow you around is quite impressive. Like, you're still kicking, huh? No, no, you did. Must have found a map in here.
What in the...
The name for the character was Tyrant X, but due to translation error, Capcom USA mistakenly labeled him Mr. X. Yeah, but that's better, honestly. Sometimes mistakes give you something that's better than what they originally had planned. Good day to you, sir. Shalom, Twitch peeps. Hey, shalom, says that. I need that. Don't need this anymore. I'd like to take that, but don't got room. Locker room, camp. This is going much smoother than my Claire playthrough. This, you need to play the Simpsons Doom 1 of the Simpsons mod for Doom. I've heard of it before. I can leave that guy trying to get a soda for the time being. I didn't want to use those bullets on him. Alright, we can open 106 and 109. Oh god, more coming in now. Come on, give me a crit.
You bastard. Oh boy.
Thank you for the crit after spending that much ammo. Much appreciated. Let's see. Into over here. Excellent. But isn't it a little weird how every door in this game can open both ways? Yes. But that's actually pretty much every video game, because a lot of developers discovered if they have a door that only opens one way, it frustrates video game players. This is actual, doors are a very important mechanic, more so than you think in most video games. So it's actually something that a lot of developers have to learn when they're actually learning basic game design, is how to make a door. One of the first things you got to get down. So because if you make a door that works like it does in reality, and that it only opens in one direction, it actually confuses people. It's been shown again and again. And so if you make a door that only can open one way, it has to be for a very specific gameplay reason, like it's a special kind of door. Otherwise, you're just, you know, making things more difficult than they need to be. All right. How we doing? Don't really have enough gunpowder to make any more bullets. You love lamp, but what about it do you love? Why does it matter if you can press a button to open the door? Doesn't it just come down to a difference in the animation? I think it's based on how doors work in real life. Way doors work in real life, you can only open it in one direction. Think about the door to your bedroom or the room you're in right now. You can only open it if it's closed and you can't pull it toward yourself to open it because usually the jam is in the way. You can only open it inward usually. And if you're in the room, or you gotta like close it behind you. In video games, doors swing both ways, like they're like literally a swing door, which is not how they normally are. And that's been shown, like, if you don't design it that way, it just really frustrates gamers. Because in video games, we have different expectations in reality, and that in video games, doors should be like on swing hinges. I'm gonna like get that door boarded up. That guy won't leave me alone. I remember this stairwell being really a pain in the ass in Claire's section. Actually, we should probably save our game. Reality is like a painful slog through thickened tar. We don't want virtually reality to feel that way. I mean, true. Look at the reason. Look how much of a hard time I had in Shinmu, because that's like simulating reality. We don't want that, do we? Leon avoided massive amounts of paperwork due to Raccoon City being blown up. You know, I bet this was going to be a real shit job, too. He lucked out. He got a government career. Think about like how much more money he makes. He should be thanking his lucky stars. Like, probably like an entirely new income bracket just because of that. But, you know, with the post-traumatic stress disorder that comes with it. Oh. Stupid reality. You guys want to sit and chat for a minute? Because I don't really want to play more of the game, but I don't want to end just yet. I feel like, just giving you guys my full attention right now. Because I've already done a lot of video game tonight. What's in your mind, chat? What's on your mind? We love Dart. Well, thank you. You guys make this possible. Only lucky stars are Jill, Chris, and Rebecca because everybody else is... Well, technically Rebecca... Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was thinking for some reason Rebecca wasn't a stars, but yeah, she is. But they weren't really lucky. They were the best. Well, no, Barry's alive too. You forgot Barry. Don't forget Barry. Ready for the next few months to be full of new games. I mean, I'm still trying to get everything done that I need to get done. I'm doing Death Stranding, and I still haven't got a Claire Obscure video out. I don't know if I'm going to find time for GTA 5. I'll either have to like do Claire Obscure or GTA 5 because I got more new stuff coming out I'm going to want to send. Superman was awesome. That's what everyone keeps telling me. I mean, I still think Superman is boring as an individual. Barry canonically laced by. Barry already had 2 kids before this game, before the first game, so he knew what he's doing. Please do GTA 5. I mean, I want to. I've already sent all the other Grand Theft Auto games, and I'd like to before GTA 6 comes out. Are you going to send Resident Evil 9 when it's playable? Yeah. Until then, that's not going to be until next year. But I got Silent Hill F for this year I'm going to be sending. And I've also, if you haven't seen yet, I got like early Silent Hill games and Resident Evil DLC send on my Patreon, which is only $3 a month. You won't think he's boring if you watch this. Look, there's been good Superman stories before this movie, and I'm not a fan of those either. It's not like there hasn't been good Superman stuff by comparison. I'm not a fan of Superman. You wonder what the F stands for in Silent Hill F? Actually, that's something Lucky explained to me. If you notice that F Doesn't look like your standard alphabet F. It's actually the musical note F, which stands for forte, which means play the note loudly. So essentially, Silent Hill F's actual name is Silent Hill Play It Loudly. Or at least that's what you can infer from it if you're going by what that F note means. Still love Batman the most. Yeah, the only superheroes that are any good. X-Men, Batman. There you go. Or at least I think so. Still got Alan Wake 2. One day I will send Alan Wake 2. It will happen. I just don't know when. Found it. Hills are silent, but they are played loudly. It's meant to be a little bit poetic. How would you rank the Arkham games? Arkham Asylum is the best one. Arkham City is the second best one. Arkham Knight is the third best one. They kind of go in order of quality in the exact order they came out. Any ideas for streaming for like what games I'm gonna be streaming? I kind of like wing it, if I'm being honest. No Origin. I mean, Origin is just the Arkham City DLC, so I don't really think of it as its own game. Can't help but notice you skipped Origins, though. There you go. I think of it as kind of like DLC to Arkham City. Already played and beat Silent Hill F. It was interesting. Well, hey, hope it's good, because I'm looking forward to it. Think about starting streaming, like if I wanted to stream for my PS5 or Switch. All right, I do have some advice for you. If you can, avoid using the console's built-in streaming function, because if you're hoping to build an audience, you do need a gaming PC to, even if you play your games on console, you just need a capture card. You do need a PC to stream properly. Think about all the streamers you've ever watched. Probably none of them streamed off the actual built-in streaming capabilities of a console. It just is too inflexible. It just doesn't work very well, is what I would say. So if you want to be serious about it, you do kind of need something that can run OBS and stream from that. Favorite Rockstar game ever? Red Dead Redemption 1, followed probably by San Andreas. Hook up a capture card to my PC and TV. So yeah, the capture card, essentially, if you have a PC, you can get an internal one, which is what I'd recommend. It goes into like the little like motherboard slot that's made for it. So yeah, you'll hook your console's HDMI port. You'll take the cable from that, plug it into one HDMI port on the capture card, then you'll have another HDMI port coming out of that to go into your monitor of choice. Then you just tell OBS to look for your capture card, and it'll like display, it'll grab the footage for you. So it's pretty simple. Does everyone remember Ellie Fanning's feet? I don't, but tell us, did she have all 10 toes? And were they, like, attractive? Why did I add that last bit in? I don't know. Also considering streaming, might have to start with a cheap gaming laptop and upgrade as I go through due to my budget. Let's see. It's very difficult to upgrade gaming laptops, I will tell you this much. You can't really do much besides... Well, really, these days, you can't really do much besides maybe add, like, a new hard drive to it. They don't really make laptops with the idea of you upgrading them. They make laptops with the idea of you buying a new laptop. So, if you can get a pretty good mid-range gaming PC for the same price as a gaming laptop, because usually gaming laptops are a bit of a premium. So it's really a matter of, do you have space for a desktop PC of some sort? So that's my advice on that. Steam is purging porn games. I'll be honest with you. I have gotten really sick of the amount of porn games I'll see on the new page of Steam every time I go onto it. There's like 4 or 5, and it feels like they're taking over the page because they're all trash. It's just like, here's a bunch of like nude 3D models that barely animate in what barely is a game. They just get slapped together in like a few months and thrown up on Steam. There's just way too many. And there's like zero quality to them. They all look the same. They all have the very uncanny valley looking shit. You talk about hentai games. It got brought up in chat that Steam is like cracking down on them. And I, for one, as much as I am loath to ever censor anything, I do think there need to be standards in place that keep just something from being filled with trash. Like, you shouldn't go on Steam's new release page and find like 2 or 3 new really low effort porn games every single day. I remember seeing Metal Gear Survive one time in my local video game store and having no damn idea what I was looking at. First I heard was an attempt at an online... It's basically, what if they took the bones of Metal Gear Solid 5 and made a survival crafting game inside of it, and it was terrible. There needs to be standards, or yeah, there needs to be some standards. Yeah, standards are important. Don't worry, I'm not getting the 3D model porn games. I mean, hey, if you want to get them, I ain't gonna deal with judge. You're getting the quality stuff. You're getting those 2D porn model games. They have to actually spend time drawing stuff, huh? Are we chatting to close? Yeah, I didn't really feel like playing more of the games since I've already done a bunch tonight. And I couldn't really do much besides struggle on this staircase for a bit. So I decided, you know, let me just chat for a bit. It's a nice way of winding things down. What's your favorite Ratchet and Clank game and one you dislike but not hate? Honestly, the first one I ever played on PS2 was probably my favorite because that was quite the experience for a platformer on PS2. So I think that one still, the very first one from that era. One I never really got into any of them but that one though. The sequels just felt too samey and I'd already moved on. So, but yeah, kind of like peak were there for me. Love how you and Moist Charlie are both doing Resident Evil marathons at the same time. I'm not so much doing a marathon as I've been slowly playing through a bunch of Resident Evil games over the past couple months, where I think he's just doing it all back to back. He's just like one day after day. I didn't really want to do that, but you know, we both are apparently just like the monotone voice dudes, working our way through it. What do you think the next Resident Evil game to be remade? I think 5 is going to be remade next, followed by Resident Evil 1. I don't see them remaking Resident Evil 6 because it's a game most people dislike, and it's so messy I don't even know how you could begin to remake it and have it be good. Kojima made a cinematic porn game. Would you send it? I mean, he already kind of has. Not really, but you know, his games feel pornographic without the nudity sometimes. Code is casting of Frank Stone. I finally found a code for it, but it doesn't have co-op. I mean, that's, from what I heard, that's not a great game. What with, I mean, you literally got shower scenes with Quiet and Metal Gear Solid 5, and Metal Gear Solid 3 was pretty, like, racy, too. You don't plan to send Resident Evil 7 DLC on your Patreon? Yes, actually, I do. I played through Resident Evil 7 DLC a couple months ago just so I could do that. I'm probably going to have to combine all the DLC into one video, though, to make it a decent-sized video. Otherwise, it'd be a little small. Quiet in the helicopter in MGS5. Several moments with Quiet. Found some affordable gaming PCs as well, so just working out what I can afford. Thanks for that advice. Hey, my pleasure, man. Happy to help. Lovecraft Oil Rig game got DLC, but reviews are mixed. I mean, I didn't really feel that game needed DLC. It was already kind of like small to begin with, and I felt the story was complete. I'd like to see an Outlast 1 playthrough. You know what? I actually have thought about doing that because I've always wanted to play the DLC to Outlast 1. I never have because I know it's kind of very good DLC. Maybe eventually. You're sending Death Stranding 2. Will you send Expedition 33 next? Possibly. I would like to, but I gotta, you know, take in consideration of time. Because Kojima games are big, so they take me a little bit longer to send. So once I finish Death Stranding 2, that's when I'll be thinking about my next project. Because I also have to consider what I'm going to be do for Patreon as well, and feed that into my schedule. Do you like the first Dying Light game? I gotta be honest with you, I've never been a Dying Light fan. I mean, I like the idea, but I don't know. Something about them never really appealed to me. Joe Baker is hilarious. That he is. No disagreements, brother. No disagreements. People only really like the game. But yeah, even fans said the story was shit. But even me, I didn't really... The gameplay I never fell into. Did you send Phantom Liberty? Phantom Liberty. Which game is Phantom Liberty? Oh, that's the Dying Light DLC, isn't it? No, I never did. But something I could send for Patreon. Has Dart sent Galarians? No, I have not, but I have considered that one for a classic sin. I need to, like, play it first, though, before I can tell you if I make a sim video on it. Said in your sim video that another game did Dying Light's combat better. Do you remember what that game was? Its combat better? Are you sure I wasn't talking about the parkour in that game? Because that would be Mirror's Edge. But if I'm talking about like fighting zombie-like things in first person with melee, it's probably Condemned then. Condemned is still like a very good game, even by today's standards, for its like atmosphere and combat style. Does Sitting Half-Life 2 come with any unique challenges? Yes. One, it's very... I'd probably need to combine the 2 episodes for Half-Life 2 and along with Half-Life 1 into one video if I want to make a sim video on it, because what plot is there in Half-Life 2 is pretty... It's good plot, but it's all like very understated. Not a lot of character development so much as it is reacting to you. And also the world around you. What's your favorite Far Cry? I like Far Cry 3, that's really it. The rest of them are just trying to be Far Cry 3 and failing. Off to battle aliens again? Hey, sister, you have a good night, man. Kodelka for classic sins would be great since it has pretty good voice acting. That's another one I've considered. I need to look into it more, though. Hey, Monty, man, you have a good night, dude. Thank you for being here tonight. GG. What time is it? It's 11:56. It's almost time for me to call it, too. My jaw's hurting. Don't you dare make blowjob jokes about that comment I just made. By the way, you're forbidden. I feel like you like the games you play more than you let on in your... Well, that's true. I do. I've said before, if you watch my live streams, I'm actually very easy to please when it comes to video games. My videos are not so much about making a game look bad, actually. My videos are there to show how the trick of storytelling works, and that oftentimes even the games you like the most have really good plots. Actually, like, we're just really good at, like, misdirecting your attention away from the bullshit they were doing. That's actually the skill of good writing, is misdirection. You have to be able to misdirect people to keep them away from noticing the seams in your story. But I'm pretty good at noticing those seams regardless of how well they're hidden. So that's kind of like what I do. I'm just there like, you know what? I've seen some things I haven't noticed other people see, and I want to point them out because I think it's funny. But I'm never there to like just tell people, hey, don't buy this game, it sucks. You know, come to your own conclusions. Actually, most of the games I've sinned, I probably liked to some degree, or really liked. Expedition 33 has no sins. It does indeed have them. And one day I will make a video on it to show you. Remember in your Far Cry 3 video, you said you wish you could delete it from history, and now you're saying you like it? Like I said, I do sometimes play up the negative a bit. Just for entertainment's sake. Am I excited for Silent Hill 1 remake? You know what? After Silent Hill 2's remake, that developer Blooper team has earned a little bit of my respect. And I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. You do send Half-Life, you need to do Opposing Force. I don't think I'll be sending Half-Life original. Sure, Dart has mastered suppressing his gag reflex. Look, I suffered from bulimia when I was a child, and I needed to stick my finger down my throat. Oh, chat. I think I'm going to call it there. It's late. It's almost midnight. Been a long day. I might not be streaming tomorrow. I'm probably going to take tomorrow off to work on the Death Stranding script. Maybe even the next few days, because I really want to get the Death Stranding script finished and like ready to go. I don't want to spend too much time on it. So, might not be a stream for a couple days. But I will be back and streaming more again regardless, and we'll finish up Resident Evil 2 and move on to something else. You guys stay safe, even without me. Please do. If you're new here, and there's been a lot of viewers tonight, make sure you subscribe on YouTube and like the stream. If you're on Twitch, follow me over there. I've got a Discord link down below, and if you want to check out my Patreon where you get my exclusive classic and DLC sins at, go ahead and give that a look. It's like a cheap $3 a month, so no fan tax. But thank you for any super chats tonight, or gift subs, bits, normal subs, all that stuff. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you to the mod team. And most importantly, thanks to all you guys hanging out with me, so many of you tonight, and watching me play through Resident Evil. It's been a blast. I'll have some more of it soon. So stay ready. Stay ready, chat. Ready. Okay. That's all I got for you. Peace, everybody. Have a great night.